Now, Rocco, here's a disturbing disturbing video of Klaus Schwab, the boss of the World Economic Forum, addressing the G20 summit in Bali. Check this out.
What we have to confront is a deep, systemic and structural restructuring of our world. And this will take some time. And the world will look differently after we have gone through this transition process.
I like the way he refers to we. I mean, leave me out of it, mate. Anyway, the most disturbing thing about this is that Schwab was there at all. I mean, this bloke is telling elected leaders of democratic countries that they need to fundamentally alter their economies. What the hell is he on about, Rocco?
Oh, he's on about concentrating more power and wealth in the hands of fewer people. And as the saying goes, all power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. What he was going on about was exhibited in the leader statement that anyone can find on the White House website. And you look at the paragraphs in the leader statement that emerged from Bali, and it's all about the COP26 and COP27 and climate change and digital technologies and vaccine passports and pandemic recovery and all those kind of things, and sustainability goals, sustainable development, all those things. That's what he's on about, and that's what he's telling the leaders to implement. And as I say, it's in that leader statement, black and white.
I'm reminded of something I heard a few years ago. People don't want to be free, they want to be safe. I think Schwab understands that better than most people, don't you?
Oh, and that's the thing. The left and particularly understood that really well. And not that you admire the left, but you have to. The way they work like that, they put people's safety. Look, if we scare people, make them think that there's a big danger, we've got them, and that's exactly what they're exploiting, whether it be through climate change emergencies or health emergencies or anything like that, exploiting the natural human instinct to just want to be safe. And it's unbelievable how so many people have been caught up in that crowd mentality, that psychological furor that gets people. And it's not the first time in history either. Look at Hitler's willing executioners, look at Prohibition, look at the Salem witch trials. It's happening again.
Well, actually, I saw a photo on Instagram this week of Jewish German soldiers on the front in World War I in 1916. And what I found so astonishing about that photo, they all looked very happy, and they'd obviously just won some sort of battle. They were celebrating Hanukkah at the time. 17 years later, the German children who were born that year were sending those blokes off to concentration camps to be killed. That things can change very quickly, can't they, Rocco?
Oh, absolutely. And this is where you look at. We were talking earlier about who's in bed with whom. Well, the media throughout these episodes in history has always been in bed with the government, and has been one of the first ones to exploit this message, along with the elites, the big corporates, doctors, the health professionals, and my own legal profession. They've been the ones who've been in bed with this thing and getting on board with these kind of things to make things change so quickly and change people's minds so quickly.
Yeah, that's a frightening observation. Yeah.